perks and they told me to slow down. Bitches ain't shit, I guess I know.
Yo. Yeah, I'm talking to you, man. You. Yo, you better subscribe, man. You heard? You better subscribe, for real. And hit the like button. And leave a comment. Yo, it's a good deal, man. You can't beat it. All right?
Mondo, what's good?
Good with it, man.
Chilling. How you?
I'm all right, enjoying the day, evening.
Word was popping for the weekend, yo, Memorial Weekend.
I don't know, man. I might go to the beach. Not really sure.
Myrtle?
Yeah, maybe. Or I might go to Vegas. The air right now.
You said Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay. That should probably be hard. I was waiting to chat with you. I came across this joint. This is in the well, it was on my page, like my news page, like CNBC or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. What are you talking about?
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once it came out on R. Kelly, Jay-Z fled the scene.
Point was, he knew all the time. For 20 years, Jay-Z refused to speak out against R. Kelly, but his former partner, Dame Dash, won't stay silent.
Aaliyah is key to everything. Aaliyah and I were very serious. We talked about getting married, so I know exactly what went on.
You would be like, no, that's a bad man.
R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton.
Like, Aaliyah was like the sacrificial lamb for all that.
22-year-old rising star Aaliyah has been killed in a horrific plane crash.
It's a pain that you couldn't understand.
It changed you, turned you into a monster.
When Dame was at his lowest, Jay committed the ultimate betrayal.
I had so much trust in my brother, but he did things that I thought he would never do. So what you think I felt all these years?
For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him.
That time, you did not look hard enough.
Remember Aaliyah's album cover? Age ain't nothing but a number. Sitting back there like Perv Master.
I mean, I wasn't there. I ain't have nothing to do with that.
They made a song together called Not Guilty. Anybody that knows what happened to my girl that with me should not be over, period.
Tell me about the relationship with Jay-Z. You and Jay-Z on Rockefeller Records in the 90s. Are you and Jay-Z still friends?
Well, but there's been things where he's been in business with people that are against my honor code. So because of that, I kind of have to keep a distance.
If you hear all this other stuff in the news,
I don't fuck with my friends' enemies. That son I took from Hassan Campbell, shout out. Hassan Campbell, but he said something like that. I don't fuck with my friends' enemies. Apparently,
Yeah.
nah, I don't really.
I mean, I think that even in that saying, it depends on what the situation is, because, like, if you you in the streets and shit, sometimes, I mean, if it's something like your main homie or your main man, but what if it's like two niggas that's kind of mutual, and then you just fuck with both of them, and then it's like you gotta kind of choose, but you kind of can't choose because then you fuck with both of them anyway. So
Yeah, I guess you could put some logic to that because that's a different situation.
yeah,
And he was talking, when he brought that up, he was talking about the picture with Bingham Smurf and Ja.
who was talking about that?
Hassan Campbell.
Oh,
Bingham
but at the
Smurf
end
got
of the
caught a
day,
picture with Ja, son.
yeah, but I don't think Hassan Campbell is representing that the right way, and even with Dame, I don't think how he coming off on it is the right way neither. Because for one, Bingham Smurf don't fuck with 50 no more. So at the end of the day, technically, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, to a degree. Like, I mean, he could still push the issue on, like, with Ja if he wanted to, but I don't think it was ever a personal situation with him and Ja. It was more, you know what I mean? Like, that shit was personal with Ja and 50. You feel me? So, Bane was just a part of 50 camp and just was like, fuck it, he was just a soldier in a situation. But real reality is,
R. Kelly, how does it make you feel?
he personally didn't have nothing against Ja. That's what I'm saying. And then even with the R. Kelly shit and Jay shit, like, I mean, they ain't painting the picture like Jay is so fucking whatever, but I think in everybody's story, everybody's trying to paint the picture to make themselves look like not the victim, but to make themselves look innocent. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, nobody never spoke on the fact that if Jay used to fuck with Aaliyah or had something going on with Aaliyah or even liked Aaliyah. And at that point, I mean, if Dame wound up winning, to be her dude or whatever the fuck, then that's that. You can see why that's an issue a little bit, because it's like, yo, you basically took her from me, nigga, and now you mad because I'm going to hang out with this dude that used to fuck her. But then at the end of the day, even with all of that being said, even paying R. Kelly out to be the monster is like, yo, Aaliyah, she's not innocent. Well, I mean, not to be talking about her, but I'm just saying, in general, she was guilty of whatever she was guilty of.
I mean, I ain't gonna 100% rock with that because I mean, she was like 14, you know.
Man, listen, 14, 15, 16, end of the day, somebody was in Aaliyah's life that could have explained to her or protected her that she didn't have to even be with that dude. R. Kelly's a superstar at that point. Motherfucking females are throwing themselves at him. I'm not saying that nigga was fucking, he should have been dealing with whatever, but end of the day, think about the Cassie shit. At some point, chicks is fucking and sucking to get to the top. Whoever they gotta fucking suck to get there. If they gotta, Diddy, the niggas got the bag. Niggas is the way out of whatever they going through. I'm not saying that she wasn't underage and da-da-da-da, but I'm pretty sure she was with the program, nigga. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying that he should have been fucking with her. I don't even know how old she was, but, maybe it wasn't even like that where that it was so out in the open at first. Because I think she might have been like an artist for something or something. Like, there might have been some music shit at first, and then it just wound up turning into that. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit. I don't really know.
What you mean?
But I do know, huh?
Who you talking about?
Aaliyah.
As far as
You know
where?
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know if she was signed to R. Kelly label or to somebody to the label that R. Kelly was signed to, but either way,
being able to build an app.
I'm just saying, she played her part. That's what I'm saying.
I definitely want to know where her parents was at in this situation.
Well, I just think that when they did what they did, it wasn't necessarily out in the open. I think it was like she was an artist, and then because I ain't gonna say I don't listen to Aaliyah, but I don't know her history as far as who she was signed to early on and shit like that. But look, you see the romantic pictures with Aaliyah and Jay. It's like Jay was feeling her, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, he might have smashed, but she ended up with Dame. So it's a disconnect somewhere right there.
Well,
You know?
definitely off the picture that I saw, it looked like Jay was trying to holler, but I wasn't
Well,
quite
listen,
sure based on the interaction within that picture if it looked like Jay had smashed it or not, though.
but the point that I'm making is Jay might have been trying to holler first, and Dame seen it and just was like, "Yo, fuck that." Because you got to understand, at some point, Dame is like a nigga that kind of want a certain control, and Jay is kind of the superstar, right? So even though Dame is Dame, Dame still wants that. He wants that Jay, that
yo, everybody love me type thing. Niggas didn't love Dame. They love what Dame represented, what he did for the team, but they love Jay. Jay was the fucking artist. So, at some point, it's a power trip in there somewhere. Like, because Jay could act like, yo, I really don't need niggas because I could walk away from this shit. I'm the artist. Dame can't do that. You see the moves Dame tried to make, he tried to get Cam and try to kind of replace Jay. You feel me? And then either way, the point that I'm making is Jay definitely moved like that. Once he kind of feel like you kind of crossed him, he's gonna cross you back. He showed that with that Irv Gotti shit when Irv tried to fuck with Nas, what Jay do. He go do a fucking he go do a sneaker deal with 50. So that's Jay MO. You know what I'm saying? He's a Sag. That nigga's a Sag. When Sag is, once them niggas get to the point where they ain't fucking with you and they really they crossing your ass out, they crossing you the fuck out. And they have it's no limit on that shit. They doing that shit with cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying?
Cold-blooded. Yeah, I mean.
No.
Yeah, I mean. I don't think he owe nobody no apologies to the situation, but it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of the same scenario most of the time. Niggas had something going on. A little shorty coming between it. Kind of remind me of when I was watching New Jack City. I was watching New Jack City yesterday.
Oh yeah.
That nigga G Money was tight. He was still thinking about that shit that Nino took that shorty that he just smashed. He wasn't even trying to wipe shorty. But off the fact that Nino took her, he harbored that feeling for a long time.
Nah, he just felt like, damn, nigga, you had a girl, and why you had to fuck her? Like, you could have fucked anybody.
Because it was his. And they supposed to be
But I
brothers.
mean, she really wasn't his though. She was a fucking hooker. I mean, not saying it like that, but she wasn't nobody. She was just me and G Money. She was just on the scene because, you know what I mean? Like basically, once I would have seen that she was moving how she was moving when I brought her around Nino, I just cut her head off at that point. It ain't nothing. I'm not fucking with her no more. I don't know. G Money definitely took that shit too personal.
Mm-hmm. Good. Good. Yo, crazy shit is, didn't they make a part 2 to that movie?
Or the New Jack City?
Yeah.
Nah.
They didn't make a
Well,
part
I
2?
mean,
What are you talking
well,
about?
I think
Brooklyn.
wait. Nah, hold on. I think that what they tried to kind of say, it was kind of two situations that people tried to say was the sequel. It was either, damn, what's the name of this shit? Brooklyn Finest.
Yeah.
Or it was Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill was when he had what's his name, the nigga from the Fire Heartbeats in there.
Yeah.
When he came back as Romello or whatever.
Yeah, I was watching the movie. I had kind of forgot that nigga died at the end, though. It was like, yo.
Well, he got shot. He didn't die. He got shot. We don't know what the fuck happened. We didn't know he got
Oh,
shot.
yeah, that's what threw me right there. Oh, so you saying he might have survived that shit at the end. They ain't really tell
Well,
us.
if they no, they was never trying to make a sequel. But if they did want to make a sequel, that's what would have been like, yo, he got shot, but he ain't die. They didn't make a sequel though. I mean, that shit never was established. Like, yo, all right, New Jack City Part 2. You know.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I know that chick, what's her name? She be going in on Jay and Diddy. You know what I'm talking about?
The Jaguar Wright chick.
Yeah, Jaguar Wright, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like people that, situations where they used to be a part of whatever, and then all of a sudden, once shit is sour, now they want to talk shit. I don't really like things like that because it kind of it doesn't make it genuine. It's like, I could see if she was just like, oh, yo, I don't know, just had another connection other than that.
You know, so I just feel like, sometimes niggas be thinking they life is gonna prosper a different way than however, and they see how motherfuckers pop that they was around and they start trying to do XYZ to bring them down in a certain way because
Yo, man.
what
What?
would have been good? If niggas would have been able to catch that Kane joint.
What?
The Kane joint. Big Daddy Kane?
What King joint?
Oh shit. Nah, I was saying if niggas would have been able to catch the Kane interview.
I let my nigga Trav, yo. Trav might to line something up. I don't know
Yeah,
though. I don't really want to speak too
you don't
directly on
you
that
ain't
right
really
now,
gotta
but
yeah, you ain't really gotta put names out there though. I mean, not that I don't think so. That's
yeah, he might not.
not really too much
I mean, yo,
information
he
right
might,
now.
yo, there's no worries. There's no worries, we come in. But I mean, Cam, going
Kane
back to
gonna
that
want some
combo
bread
from
though.
yesterday, it's like, yo, damn. I always thought that to myself too. Like, I thought King was definitely one of the top tier artists, rappers, hip hop. But it's like crazy because he was really only around for like 3 years. By the time 91, 92 came, I didn't want to listen to his music no more. And I
Well,
listened
the
to Big
thing
Daddy
was,
Kane, you know what I'm saying? I didn't
but the
like his
thing,
flow no more. His flow got kind
yeah,
of
but
whack in my ears. That was
nah,
in
it's not that.
92.
Yeah, it's not that though. What happened is it was just like I think about it. When did Nas come out?
Nas came out in 91.
Okay, so at that point, once Nas is out, the transition of rap is changing at that point. You know what I mean? And the shit that Big Daddy Kane is talking about is kind of I ain't gonna say it's irrelevant, but that nigga wasn't really talking about. He was just rapping. He wasn't like talking about anything specific. And niggas like Nas was never narrating what's going on in the hood. Then you got technically Jay was out around then. Big is out around then. What is Big around? Is he out? Nah,
Nah.
Big ain't out yet. Big not out. I don't even think Jay is out. Matter of fact,
Well,
Nas
nah,
is
because
out.
Jay did that song with King.
What song?
What song? What?
But with Kane though.
Yeah.
Nah, either way, look, hold on. Not Jay. I don't think Jay is out yet. Jay is out, but he's not in the lane. He out with the nigga. What's the other nigga name? Jazzo. I think he's kind of like at that point yet. He's kind of maybe getting his shit together because at some point you got to think Jay was going on tour with Big Daddy Kane, so Big Daddy Kane still had to be hot, but for Jay to even go on tour with him. But at that point, you got Nas' first album. I want to say Pac he might have been out at that point, but he was like kind of like with Digital Underground. I don't know if, no, I don't think Me Against the World came out at that point. Or I'm trying to
What,
think. No,
you talking
Strictly for
about
My Niggas.
91?
No, I'm talking about what's Pac's first album, Strictly for My Niggas. Is that album out yet at that point?
I don't think that
Because
came
he
out until
died
'93.
he died in '96.
Yeah, but shit. But Pac did career did end from his flow. His career ended from his life. That nigga would have kept going.
No, I'm not saying that though. We talking about why Big Daddy Kane shit wasn't like relevant at a certain point. And I'm saying that it's just like Jordan. Remember when Jordan came in the league? It was kind of like in with the new, out with the old. Like niggas like Dr. J, they style wasn't really popping no more. Because there was like now you had the new nigga. That's why Jordan was so nice because Jordan was doing new shit. He was doing shit that young niggas was doing. Dr. J and them niggas had the fro. They still doing certain shit a certain way. Like they not really playing new school. They still got the old school. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think. At 91, when Nas came out, who was really out at that point? Who was in Nas' class?
Well, when Nas was out, Kwame was out. That's when Kwame was hot.
Nah, Kwame definitely wasn't in Nas' class.
Kwame was bigger than Nas when Nas came out. What are you talking about?
No, but that's not the point. He wasn't in Nas' class though. Kwame is already. He was probably like he had a
No, he
couple of years
wasn't, man.
ahead of him. That
Kwame
nigga.
came out in '91.
He came out in
Maybe he came out
91?
in 90. All right. Maybe he came out in
Nah,
90.
maybe he came out in 89, nigga. That I would day my
Kwame?
soul when, yeah. All right, let's look it up, man.
I
Let's do
am.
that.
I'm about to look it
Yeah,
up.
see what was out Kwame first album. I want to say Kwame was probably out with Dana Dane, man.
Nah, hell no.
Slick
Dana
Rick.
Dane is way before him.
All right, what about Slick Rick?
Before him.
Oh yeah. All right, so what year Kwame? Because Kwame wasn't even on the same style as Nas, but he still was doing
Nah,
like,
Nas came in. Remember, hold up. Yeah, Nas came in with a different style. He was like the new version of Cool G Rap.
yeah. But I'm saying that at that point, it still had to be some niggas that had the kind of certain style,
Okay.
like Mike Geronimo. Hi, what year Mike Geronimo came in?
Mike Geronimo came like that was 90 something.
He had to have a class of rappers that came in the same year he came in, or that was around like that time.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really 91. I'm trying to think who was really like them niggas, or who was that? What was the new shit at 91? Like,
What I remember, I could be off though. I remember people like I feel
oh,
like the
you ain't never
Grave
looked up the Kwame?
Diggers. Oh, hold up. Let me see. Here we go.
Oh, Wu Chain was out.
1991.
Wu
Oh,
Chain
this
was
is a
out, right?
strong class right here though.
Okay,
This
all right.
could be
Let's
wrong
think
though, so
about
I
it.
could be wrong with Nas then, because they don't got Nas in this. Let me see. 1991, we got Tupac,
Okay,
Tribe Called
what
Quest,
album? What Tupac album was it? Took me for my niggas
um, Tupacalypse.
at 91.
Yeah,
Damn. So what was on Tupac? That was that Brenda Got a Baby or some shit? Dear Mama.
I don't think that was
Man,
on
wait
there.
up.
Yeah.
So what year? I wonder who was first. Who was Pac's first album then? But I don't think Tupac was his
Well,
first album.
this hold on, let me bring up on the screen.
And you sure Nas was 91 at that point?
I don't think Nas might not be in 91. I could have been off a year or
Okay,
behind a
so
year.
because his first album is what? It was written.
Yeah,
Uh,
Illmatic.
Illmatic. Okay.
Anyway, 91, we got Tupac, Tribe Called Quest, Naughty by Nature,
Nah, we need album names, man. Tupac and a name. What's the name of the album? Like, cause
Tupacalypse
what was
Now.
not? Okay. See, nah, that can't be his first album then, unless he was out before Nas. Cause Tupacalypse Now is like, I think he's like more trying. He's like that's like after Juice at that point. I think. Said 91. Yeah, that might have been after Juice. Really, you should start with Nas' first album. Or you should have looked up what's the name shit, Kwame shit, because you said he was in the class on, but it don't even matter. Matter of fact, Kwame don't even matter because I don't think he was in the same class.
Kwame first joint dropped in 89.
Okay, there we go. 89. Nas wasn't even around at that point.
Let's see,
And
Nas.
then
Let me see. Nas. Oh, Nas joint didn't come out till 94. Well, let me see. Nas
damn.
recorded the album in 92. All right, but they say it didn't drop till 94 though.
Okay, 90. Well, you know what? I think they came out with some singles and shit. That's what probably happened.
Oh, that live at
But
the barbecue.
yeah.
Okay, so 94. So all right, so we got 94. What? All right, what?
94. So who's the class of 94 at that point? That mean Pac is already out at that point.
Yeah, Pac is already out.
Big is Big 90. Nah, Big is what? He's
Oh, here we
95, I
go.
think.
Here we go right here. We got Nas, Illmatic, Big, Ready to Die,
Oh, what?
Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style,
Okay.
Common, I Used to Love Her, that track anyway. Gangstar, Mass Appeal, Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear, and Outkast came out that year.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, so that means what was the whole point we was really getting at?
Well, it kind of started with the fact of just saying like, hip hop and like we was talking about Jay being out back then. I was saying how Kane
Oh, wait
fell
up.
off.
When did Reasonable Doubt come out? Because they came out in 94. Nah, Reasonable Doubt had to come out
Like
after
90,
Illmatic, though.
like 95, 96. Let me see.
Okay. Yeah, because, nah, he probably came out in 95. And then them other albums came out. That's when Pac and Big died in 96. And that's when
Yeah,
Jay
it came
kind of
out in
started.
96.
No, not Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt came in 96.
Big was on Reasonable Doubt.
Look, man.
No, Big wasn't. Was Big on Reasonable? He wasn't. He was in the video.
Big do got a song on Reasonable Doubt. I think he recorded with him, but he wasn't with us, though.
Nah, he was in the video. He was in the video. Remember when them niggas was playing Monopoly and all that shit?
Was that before? That might have been the commission shit. That was from Big album, right?
No. That was Reasonable Doubt, man. Because the thing, I was actually just watching that video the other day. That's when he had the GS and the nigga was about to make the deal, the drug deal, and they was like, nah, him and Dane was like, nah, they ain't doing it.
So it's
that
crazy.
was President's, matter of fact. That was President's Represent Me. That's what that video was.
When Pac died?
Pac died 96.
Yeah, because they say
Pac and Big they died the same year. I want to say.
Reasonable Doubt dropped June 25th, 1996, per the internet.
What?
June 25th, 1996. When did Tupac die?
That shit dropped 96.
And Tupac died on September 7th.
96?
Yeah, 96. And
then
Big
died,
didn't die.
what,
Big died in
97?
97. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so his album dropped like just a couple months before Pac got killed.
Oh, but then at that point, Big is still alive though. So that's why he was able to do a couple of joints. But I know he was in the video because when they did the shit with yo, we gonna play with real money on the Monopoly shit, Big was in there.
Do that tonight, it would go down. First hand, they told me to slow down. Bitches ain't shit, I guess I know.